Hey everyone, Sam here, and welcome to the very first episode of Riff Obsessed, where I take one of my favourite metal albums, choose 5 favourite riffs from that album, give you example playthroughs, and then break them down and talk about them. All guitar and bass you hear on this video were recorded by me, and all drums were programmed by me, so none of the original songs have been used. I tried to match the original tones as best I can, and I think I did a pretty good job. So the album I'm covering today is none other than The Gathering by Testament. One of the heavier Testament albums to come out, in the same vein of Low and Demonic. This was released in 1999, and it's got a lot of death metal elements mixed in with their signature thrash sound, which I really enjoy because I'm a huge death metal fan. The lineup for this album has Chuck Billy and Eric Peterson, the staple founding members, but this time around they had James Murphy from Obituary and Death, the great Steve DiGiorgio on bass. He's been in many projects over the years, one of the greatest metal bass players, and the legendary Dave Lombardo on drums, who needs no introduction. So with a lineup like that, you're guaranteed riffs galore, riff bonanza even. So riff number 1 is from the song DNR, Do Not Resuscitate. Let's hear it. Banger of a riff, that one. So that's the first riff you hear on the album after the little intro part. And it's nothing special going on. It's got a little pull-off section, a few sliding power chords around, but it's just a nice catchy riff and a real good opening riff that sets the tone for the rest of the album. Heaviness. Riff number 2 is from the track Down for Life, one of the more stomping party time tracks on the album, which really gets the blood pumping. Let's hear it. Oh, great riff. Very fast down picking. It's just power chords and palm muting the whole way. Nothing exciting going on with the left hand, but that right hand, just solid down picking the whole way. It's actually a really good warm-up riff that I use for down picking practice. So get on it. Now we speed things up a bit with riff number 3 from the track Legions of the Dead. Now this is one of the more death metal style tracks you'll hear on the album. And I chose this riff that appears halfway through the song, so let's give it a listen. Oh, ferocious. So that's a riff that's up around the 240 beats per minute mark, straight 16th trem picking the whole way, and it's got those cheeky little minor third harmonies down there, which I just love. Minor third harmonies always sound good. Some may argue that they're overused, but I don't give a shit. I love them. Minor thirds rule. Riff number 4 from the track 3 Days in Darkness, one of the more groovy songs on the album. So let's hear the riff from this one. Oh, that solid triplet groove, that bum 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 bum. I really appreciate a solid triplet groove riff like that. And it's got a really nice little chromatic run with a little pinch harmonic bit on the end, which really sets it off. So an all around great stomping, head banging, great metal riff. And that brings us to riff number 5, my favourite riff off the album from the track Eyes of Wrath. So this one appears towards the end of the song. So let's give it a listen. Oh, what a riff that one is. So one of the reasons why it's my favourite riff off the album is that it uses my favourite scale of all time, the Phrygian dominant scale, which I've used for years, written countless songs in, and I never get sick of that sound. It's got those little offbeat rhythms in the riff as well, modulates up and down, and it's got those offbeat cymbals, and the drums match the riff perfect, and it's just a great riff. So that's my favourite riff off The Gathering. It was so hard just choosing 5 riffs from this album, as every song just has riff after riff of heavy goodness. But they're the 5 that stood out most to me, so thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel, check out my other original playthrough videos, and keep an eye out for the next episode of Riff Obsessed. I've been Sam, and thank you for tuning in. Peace.